budget is the number one tool that allowed my wife and I to move to a new country, Canada, without knowing anyone, so no family, no friends, no network. And in 5 years, we were able to pay $20,000 in debt, bought and paid off a brand new SUV, bought an apartment here in Calgary, close to downtown, and we currently have about $40,000 invested for retirement or financial freedom. All of that at 26 years old, so yes, budgets is pretty important, and I'll show you how to do it the right way here. Budgeting is simple. The difficult part is to stick to it. In simple terms, budget consists in tracking how much you make, your income, and managing how much you spend. And your spend category you can divide into essentials and non-essentials, but we'll talk about that later. And at the end of the month, your income minus the expenses should be a positive number, meaning you're saving money or you have money left over after you paid all your expenses. That's usually what we call living below your means, meaning you would be able to spend more, but you're not because you want to invest or you want to buy a house or a car or whatever it may be your goal. So that's the basics. There are multiple platforms out there that you can use to help you figure out your budget. The one I'm currently using is EveryDollar because it's so simple to track all your expenses there. So if you're doing for the first time your budget, I would recommend EveryDollar, and later on you can expand in different applications that are more complex. But at first to start, I like the simplicity of this platform. So here's EveryDollar. I'll share with you guys my own budget, and then we can go through how to do things basically in the platform. And again, it's for free. You can start right now. There's no cost associated with that. They have a premium version, but you don't need to pay for that really. So here's EveryDollar. Welcome to the tutorial here. As you can see, I'm not paying for the premium. It's showing here asking me to upgrade, so you don't need to pay as well. So on the left side here, we have all the menus, but the one we'll use is budget. Everything else, the ones with this small star here is for premium users, so you can't use. So, and the focus is budget. I don't need all this other stuff here. So here at the top, you have the month and year and the amount left to budget. I'll explain soon. At the center here, we'll have the income, so you can change to whatever's the name, like person 1. If you have a household income, or if it's only you, then you can just keep it 1. But on this case, we have 2 sources of income, and I have an extra here just to close the $10,000. So it's easier for us to do all the math that we'll do on this video. Simple stuff. On this scenario here, that's basically it's my family's budget. We're earning around $10,000 per month. So that's set. And here's the after-tax money. So if you have an annual salary, that's easy. You can just set it up, check your last month bank statement and see how much you're making after tax. That's important. We need to be precise here when we're doing the budget. If you have a variable income, then you'll have to do a bit more of work, and you'll have to go to the past at least 3 months and add everything you made and divide by 3, so you have an average per month. But the best would be to go 12 months into the past, just so in case you have any seasonalities or things like that, it's more reliable to do at least a year of income and then divide by 12, so you have a better estimate. But 3 months is fine to start as well. After you have that set, you just add here. So in our case, income 1, it's about $5,300. Income 2 is about $4,600, and I have an extra just to close as a $10,000 here. The one thing before we continue is to decide how much money you spend for essentials like rent, food, utilities, and things like that, and how much you will spend for non-essentials, and how much you'll save. One rule of thumb is to consider a 50-30-20 budget. So 50% of your income will go to essentials, 30% of your income will go to non-essentials, or things that you don't really need. Is more like a want. So you want to go out, you want to order food, entertainment, or you want to do a trip or something like that. It's not essential. Essentials is something, even if you lost your job, you have to continue to pay, and non-essential is something you can easily cut, but it's nice to have. And the last 20% is for savings, so it can be investment, retirement, paying off debt, or saving for a down payment or buying a vehicle. So going through EveryDollar here, I already classify my essentials. So I have a mortgage that is about $1,700. I have condo fees, close to $700. I have my grocery budget, that's about $1,000 per month for me and my wife. Internet bill, utilities, and here you adapt to your current situation. Maybe you're in Toronto and a mortgage is $4,000, or maybe you bought a house here in Calgary and then your mortgage is $4,000. I don't know. This is my current situation here, and I'm just showing you so you can adapt to your own. Same as grocery. If you're living alone, it will be less. If you have a family of 4, then it will definitely be more expensive. So this is just an example, and then you can change later on. Cell phone plans here, transportation, that's the cost for my vehicle insurance, gas, and things like that. We don't use the vehicle a lot, but it's $500. Life insurance, home insurance. Sky's my dog, so we have about $500 for her as well, and donations that we like to add to our essentials as well. Everything after that is technically non-essential. So we have our gym membership, $134. Healthcare, about $100 per month that we have budgeted. It's like going to chiropracticist, buying vitamins and things like that we will probably, it is a good thing to have, but we would probably cut in case we lost our job or we need to save money. Subscriptions, Amazon Prime, Netflix, things like that. We have about $100 per month. Personal care, just is more like haircuts and things like that. So I just have $50 for me every month. Household needs is just $100 per month in something we need to for the house. Like we never know. We always need to buy something for the house. So we have $100 set there. The next one will probably be an air fryer, so we can save some time on while we're cooking, and we can get things done faster with a better taste. Fun money, this is when we have our $400 for eating out, entertainment, going out, going on dates and things like that. Not a crazy amount, but it's something here. On this month for April, we have $0 for gifts. It's not a birthday or anything like that, so we're good. Have $100, $50 each for clothes, and we're doing a trip in October, so we just bought our tickets to fly to Fort Lauderdale. So that's the last item for non-essentials. Here we have the investing, so we're saving $2,500 every month for retirement. We're not putting anything in April for our renovation fund because we want to do some projects here at our apartment. Emergency fund is completed already, so we don't need to put in April anything here. And we also have a washer and dryer that we're paying until September or October, but it's interest free, so we're keeping it here, $108 every month. It's here. To explain this left to budget, for example, if I remove the investing and put $0, every dollar will say I still have 2,531 cents left to budget, because the goal here is to have a $0 budget. That's where the name every dollar comes from. It's like you need to plan for every single dollar that you're planning to receive as your income. So in this case, I would put in investing here 2,500.31 cents, and then it will turn to, it's an every dollar budget because I plan for every single dollar here. And at least we know during the month of April, we'll know how much we have to spend in each category here. And when, let's say, first, it's about $200 per week of groceries. So when it comes to, we order every Saturday, so when it comes to April 6th here, then we'll add grocery and track expense. This way we'll be able to see how much we spent so far, and I can also click here if I want to see the amount of money remaining for groceries, for example, here. So that's how you add transactions. Usually every Friday I would go through our bank statements and just add here, put $20 Walmart or whatever it is, and I'll just start tracking here. So we have an idea of the amount we have left. Again, you can do bi-weekly once a month, but once a month I would say it's not the most recommended. It's better to do weekly or bi-weekly max, because if not, you lose track. It's a lot of money, and the good part is to revisit this budget every week or every other week so you know you're not overspending. So if you wait until the month is over to start logging in all your transactions, you'll probably overspend, and that's not what we want to do here. We want to be proactive on things, and if you update every week, you know how much you have left. So next time you're going out, you know, oh, I can only spend like $100 eating or something like that, and you can adjust your plans accordingly. So if we get that 50-30-20 rule of thumb for budget, the total income for my family would be around $10,000 after tax each month. Our essentials will be $5,247.67 cents. So that's about 52-53% of our total income. So we are slightly above the 50% mark, which is fine. Again, this rule of thumb is just a reference, so you know if you're close or not, or if you're way overspending on the essentials or not. So it's just a benchmark. For flexible spending, we're about 2,144.31 cents. So that will put us around 21%. So here we are underspending, which on our opinion is good, because we have more money left to pay for the essentials, because we're 3% above the target. But at the same time, we can put more money into retirement and maybe retire early, or do the renovations we have here on our house. So that's good. Technically, we would still have 9% left if we want to spend more on non-essentials. And savings, we're about 26%, so we are above, which is good, because then it means we have more money to pay out debt and to invest for retirement and to do our own projects here, renovations and things like that. So I want to remind you, budgeting is a journey, not a destination. It will be difficult in the first month, the second month, the third month, but right now, my wife and I were doing for over 5-6 years. We're like, it's really easy. It's almost natural for you. But if you're doing for the first time, especially, just stick to it, and you'll get better over time. So my challenge today is for you to create a budget in the next 24 hours, because I know how essential budgeting is for your financial freedom, and I want you to win. And again, if you have any questions, just add a comment here, and I'll be able to help you out. What do you need to do in order to create your budget? First, start with the easy win. Just figure out how much money you're bringing in every month. Again, if you have an annual salary, just check it out, your bank statement, how much you received on the 15th and how much you received on the 30th last month, and you're good and you're set. Just add there. If you have a husband or a wife or another family member that is bringing money in, you can add them as well. Just check their bank statement. If you have a variable income, go back at least 3 months, but ideally 12 months. So the last year, basically, add all your income and then divide it by 12 months or 3 months if you're doing just the past recent months. And then you have a good idea, an estimate of how much you're bringing in. We got that out of the way. Now let's go to the expenses. And again, difficult and maybe painful for you to go through the past month expenses, because it will be the first time you're doing. But if you're still watching this video, you really want to fix your financial life. So let's get it going. You can print all your statements from last month, or you can just download a PDF and go from there. If you're using EveryDollar, you just go there, add the transactions one by one as you go down through your statement. If you print it, great. You can just cross it out when you're done. So Walmart's done, cross it out, Amazon transaction, and you just start to put it into categories, like what's groceries, what's eating out, what's fun money, whatever it may be. You can copy all my categories if you want, and then just start going through. And at least, let's say you did the past month, at least you have an idea how much you're spending with groceries, right? Because sometimes we're like, oh no, $1,000 is too much for groceries. How you're spending that? And then you'll go see, because you're not used to track your expenses. You never know how much you're spending with things that maybe you don't even need actually. And then you're overspending at Amazon or groceries, and you're not saving any money for your future or to do a trip that you always wanted. So the main goal of the budget is to be proactive and see and make your decisions. If you want to buy a coffee every day, perfect, good for you. That's something you value more, maybe over a trip or over eating out or whatever it may be. Everyone will have a different opinion on that. For me, I prefer to drink coffee at home, and then I have more money to save or to go for a trip like we're doing this October. So this will give you a good starting point. And those pictures when we have like people trying to lose weight, that you have like the before and after. When you're creating your first budget, you are on the before side of things. So that's how you spend your money last month. For next month, you'll be able to plan every dollar like we did there. And then you start to move your financial trajectory into the direction you want actually. At the end of the day, budget is a habit, and you need to do month after month until you're used to that. But after a while, you'll be an expert. You just need to continue, keep doing until you're used to that. So that's all for this video. If you have any questions, just click here. If you like this video, click that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I have all these other videos here available as well.